Welcome back. With us, we have Bernard. Bernard, I'm so happy to finally have you on my show. I've been wanting you for a while now.
Thanks. It's nice to be here.
So you're doing everything. Every time I see one of your works, that's amazing. You've done a lot of amazing artwork, graphics. What is it that you do, and how can we hire you if we want you to do our stuff?
Well, I'm a graphic artist.
Okay.
And I like doing movie posters, which is a really good thing. Like, I like editing photos and putting them together and composite them into one image. Most of the time I did like do a few illustrations.
This was I love it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is my most recent work. It's for the upcoming film Above Snakes, directed by Tyler Smith and produced by Jeffrey Smith. So yeah, I actually even played a small part in it. It's not a big.
Really? Oh, now I gotta watch this to see you act.
Yeah, it's not a big part. I just play like one of the townspeople in it. But I had a lot of fun doing this show, and it's really fun. And it's coming out like I think this summer. I'm hoping that they're gonna play it in the Maya because I talked to someone on the show and they said it might be in the Maya or
that would be
it
amazing.
might be somewhere else.
So this is a full-length feature film.
Yes, it is.
How long did it take to shoot this?
Well, it took on my behalf, it took about like a couple weekends to shoot, but it took perhaps the first few weekends of last November. So, yeah.
I love everything about it. The fade, you really made this look like a Western. This is, the classic. I love it.
Yeah, it was really nice to meet all the members of the cast and everything, and I am so glad to work with them. So everything was really good in that point.
So what are some of the other ones that you've done?
Yeah,
I know that movie.
Yeah, I have done Firefighter and Wolf Cadet, and even though I like doing those posters, I felt like I needed to do like a little bit more with the illustrations. And then when Chris Mackey, who did Wolf Cadet and Firefighter, he wanted me to do a few others for a couple upcoming shows like Werewolf and Dragon Go to Washington. And
so you did that one too?
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
I did that one and the Wolf Soldier, Enemy of the Wall, which I really enjoyed working very hard on, and it turned out that they turned out a little bit better than the designs I've done a few months ago or so. So when you get this, do they tell you the vision? Well, we need this, this, and this, and then you just try to go with the vision they've told you? Do you put your input in? How do you make it work? Well, I do ask them what would they like sometimes. Other times I get like the design idea in my head and I just start doing it. Although first I like to play around with a little bit of the design so I could get the feel of what's going on. Then when I figure out what I'm doing,
that looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my sister helped me with that one. That's actually
who's in that movie? Anybody I know?
It says Donna Hamblin.
I don't know those people.
Lynn Lowery.
Oh.
Well, anyway.
Oh.
Well, anyway.
And they're not in the group.
Probably, but it's been directed by Michael X. Rodriguez.
Yeah. We know him. He's been on the show. Okay.
So
I just didn't recognize the names of the actors on it. Yeah.
Well, anyway, my sister got to help me on this one. This was actually one of my first designs that I did after I graduated from Fresno State. So,
wow, really?
Yeah. So it's one of my first designs that I have ever done, which you could see like the main designs, like what I did after college.
Did you use your hand as a...
Well, actually, that's my sister's hand. She's the hand model, and she also did, like, the makeup on it.
I love it. That looks so amazing. Okay.
Yeah, and also in the background of that poster, she also held the knife, and I just took, like, a quick image, put it up on...
You guys had way too much fun. I can't believe you get paid for this.
Well, most of it is just volunteer work, but I am starting off...
The movies are the but you do... personal work for people.
Yeah, it's mostly personal right now, but but I am working forward into becoming a graphic artist for film and entertainment.
FresCon. Oh my God. When was that?
That one I did was like from a few years ago.
Okay.
Like I think back in 2016 after I graduated or on my way to graduation.
You've been doing this forever.
Yeah, like I like doing this one because I have friends who put up the event every year, and what they wanted me to do was they needed me to design like a banner for their Facebook page, put together like a few frames for like upcoming special guests that are going to be at the convention. And that was like one of the best times I've done a project that is outside film and entertainment.
Wow. So if I wanted you to do something for me to design, I don't know, a flyer for me or a calendar, how much would that cost? Does it depend on like how much time you take and if it's animated or if it's with people? And
yes, and mostly what I do is I go by how long I take to do it. Like I would first like do like a few sketches or something, like what I said. I sometimes ask what they want in the design, and other times it just comes up in my head, see what I want to do, and I mess around with it and put it up onto the document, and it turns out pretty well every time I do it.
Isn't it hard to know when you haven't seen the movie yet? Because a lot of these times you haven't even seen the movie. They're just telling you the concept.
Yeah, like when I did Dark Lullaby, I had to ask Michael to what he was doing with the movie, like what's the movie all about, and he says it was mostly about how there was this woman that got out of like a mental institute or something, and she gets killed, and her ghost appears and wants revenge for what the people have done to her. So, yeah, I really enjoyed doing that one a little, and I really enjoyed doing like my most recent one, which was Above Snakes, which I got to know like most of the cast members and everything. It was really great working with them on.
Well,
this
that had to
project.
be fun because you got an inner scoop when you were actually in the movie.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah, there were also like a few good shots that we've done, like some of them I've done were like in a bar, mostly in a bar. But there was one when I was outside and I had to like run around a little bit in the scene. So
are you gonna start acting now, Bernard? Are we gonna see more of you on the big screen?
I'm thinking of probably doing acting, a little
I'm
bit
glad.
of voice acting, like I said, like the last few times we met, I do like to act sometimes, so it is gonna be probably good fun. Anyway, I help out on the films and everything. It's really great.
Nice. I know you did a poster of me one time for Joe Cahill for that movie. You did one for all of his people, right?
For which one?
The Joe Cahill movie, the lieutenant one, where because you're the one I think that did the poster. Didn't you do it for one of Joe Cahill's movies? Hasn't come out yet. He was like doing it for each actor that was in it.
I'm not really sure.
Well, anytime you did a picture of me on it, I think that's what I'm talking about.
Well, I know I did one. I know I did a poster with you in it, but then I find out that film has been scrapped, and
one of the films on it, but it was fine. Yeah, just one of them. But it was a good poster.
I pretty much did like a whole bunch of good ones, and I would like to keep on going out there and taking pictures of the cast, because most of the time when I want to do a movie poster that someone want me to volunteer for, and I asked them, could the cast get together for a photo shoot, and they're like, it's going to be kind of hard to do that. Why don't you just use the photos we have on Facebook and just roll around with that?
Oh, yeah, that was the one. So you did the double agent. But then I thought you made a collage with that poster, because that movie was scrapped. And then you did a collage, I think, for Joe Cahill, where that was in there, too. And that's when someone was like, oh, it got scrapped.
Well,
But that was a good.
Well, I
mean,
did
you
do a
good post.
collage with that. I did do a collage with that poster in it.
Yeah,
but it was
that's
mostly
what I was
for-
talking about. That was a
yeah.
Joe Cahill movie.
Yeah, but I mostly did that for my portfolio because when Chris Mackey had me volunteered for designing a few movies or a few posters for his films, I decided to put it all in one project page, so that way I don't have to continuously make multiple pages and just put everything that I have done during that time in one document.
Are you looking into going into photography at all? Because would that help you into making that?
Yes, it would. I have been going into photography a little bit.
Nice.
Yesterday, well, not yesterday, but during the last few days of last year, I got a speed light, which could probably help me get the right color and light onto my subjects when I take their photos. So I've been practicing with that a little bit. So far I have been getting a little bit of experience, but I'm hoping that if I get a little bit more experience with like shooting for movie posters and stuff like that, it would probably help me in my career.
Well, I think you're off to a really good start. Anything we can look forward to in the future, in the near future, that we should have our eyes out for?
I don't know. I might try and look into voice acting. Like I've heard that I have like a really good talent for acting with my voice.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, when you did the Wolf and Go to Washington, I mean, that I had the really fun experience doing that.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be great for you. So we have all your contact information if we want you to do graphic arts for pretty much everything. There's something you won't do, or you do everything?
It depends on what I need, what they want me to do. Like if they want like a photo of something, I could say sure, and we could meet somewhere, and I could take the photos.
No one's ever asked you to do a project where you're like, oh, I just don't know how to do it, or that's not really my thing. You pretty much mastered everything.
Well,
that you've
there was
done.
one time someone on Twitter, because I posted like a few illustrations that I've done for Twitter, and this one person asked if they wanted me to do this one certain image, and I'm like, I'm not really comfortable about doing this certain image.
Oh, is it a bad image?
Sort of. It was sort of. It wasn't really like my type of imagery, but it was like, I should have asked him if he could have described the imagery first before I started agreeing to what to do.
But for the most part, I mean, this is really impressive. I mean, for being young and just getting started, I'm really pleased with your work.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to contact me, there is a contact page on my website that they could like send in like some sort of request for anything, and I could send them a message back saying,
Nice.
What would you like? When could we meet? Is there any thing that you need me to do for the, like right there.
Awesome. Sounds good, Bernard. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm
Yeah,
so
I'm-
glad you finally
I'm
made it.
so glad that I could get out there and be a part of your show today.
Thanks, Bernard.